You are sitting on your couch. It is 8 p.m. You open Netflix to watch a movie. There are 5,000 titles right in front of you. You have total freedom. So what happens? You scroll and you scroll. 20 minutes pass, then 40. You watch 3 trailers, read 10 reviews, and then you turn the TV off and go to sleep. Or worse, you just watch The Office for the 100th time. You think you are just being picky, but let's raise the stakes. Imagine this same feeling, but it is applied to your career, or choosing a life partner, or buying a house. You are stuck in a loop of overthinking, weighing pros and cons, terrified of making the wrong move. You feel exhausted, even though you haven't actually done anything. Here's the truth. You aren't lazy, and you aren't indecisive. You are suffering from analysis paralysis. And this isn't just a mindset, it is a medical reality. Neuroscientists have found that when you force your brain to weigh too many options, you trigger a biological crash. Your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, starts accumulating a toxic chemical called glutamate. Your brain literally perceives choice as a poison. So why does having more freedom feel like a cage? And how do you stop overthinking before you waste your entire life waiting for the perfect option that doesn't exist? To understand why you are stuck, we have to look at the lie you've been sold since birth. We are told that to be happy, we need freedom, and to be free, we need choices. Therefore, the more choices we have, the happier we should be. It sounds logical, but it is dead wrong. Psychologist Barry Schwartz calls this the paradox of choice. Here is how the math actually works in your brain. Let's say you have to choose between 2 jobs. Job A is great. Job B is okay. You pick job A and you feel good. But now imagine you have to choose between 20 jobs. Even if you pick the absolute best one, you won't feel happy, you will feel anxious. Why? Because of something called opportunity costs. In psychology, every time you say yes to one thing, you are saying no to 19 other things. Your brain doesn't look at the one thing you got, it looks at the 19 things you lost. It subtracts the benefits of all the rejected options from your satisfaction. So, even if you make a great choice, you feel poorer, not richer. And this gets worse if you have a specific personality type. Are you the person who reads every review before buying a toaster? Do you need to know you found the absolute best option before you commit? If so, you are what psychologists call a maximizer. And I have bad news for you. Maximizers are statistically the most unhappy people on Earth. Why? Because in a world of infinite choices, the best is mathematically impossible to find. So you don't just search, you obsess. And when you finally do choose, you don't celebrate, you worry. You think, what if I missed something? You are chasing a ghost called perfection. And the moment you realize you can't catch it, something dangerous happens. You stop blaming the world for your dissatisfaction, and you start blaming yourself. So what happens when you combine a biological crash with the obsession for perfection? You get stuck. You enter a state of decisional stagnation. In the modern world, we have a specific name for this. It is called FOBO, the fear of a better option. It is the nagging voice in your head that says, don't commit to this relationship because a better partner might be one swipe away. Or don't buy this house because the market might drop next week. You delay the decision to keep your options open. You think you're being smart. You think you are preserving your freedom. But psychology says you are actually engaging in anticipated regret. You aren't trying to make a good choice. You are trying to avoid the future pain of blaming yourself. You are terrified that the moment you lock the door, you will realize you trapped yourself in the wrong room. And this leads to the darkest part of the paradox of choice, the escalation of expectations. Think about it. If you walk into a store and there is only one pair of jeans and they don't fit well, who do you blame? You blame the store. You say, the world is limited. You feel annoyed, but you don't feel guilty. But if you walk into a store with thousands of jeans and you pick a pair that doesn't fit perfectly, who do you blame? You have to blame yourself. You think, with all these options, there must be a perfect fit somewhere. The fact that I didn't find it means I failed. This is why rates of depression are skyrocketing in wealthy societies. Infinite choice doesn't liberate you, it convinces you that perfection exists, and then it crushes you with guilt when you fail to find it. You become paralyzed, not because you don't know what you want, but because you are terrified of making a mistake in a world that tells you there is no excuse for failure. So how do we escape this paralysis? How do you stop overthinking and start living? First, you have to kill the maximizer inside you. You are waiting for the perfect choice to reveal itself, but as we just learned, perfection is a mathematical impossibility. You need to switch your strategy to what Nobel Prize winner Herbert Simon called satisficing. This doesn't mean settling, it means setting a threshold. You define what good enough looks like before you start looking. Does the house have 3 bedrooms and a yard? Yes? Then you buy it. You don't look at 50 more just to see if one has a slightly better porch. Maximizers try to make the best decision. Satisficers try to make a good decision and then enjoy it. The maximizer might get the better object, but the satisficer gets the better life. Second, and this is the most counterintuitive secret to happiness, you need to stop keeping your options open. We think we want return policies. We think we want open relationships. We think we want the freedom to change our minds. But psychology tells us that reversible decisions are the enemy of satisfaction. When you can change your mind, your brain never stops weighing the opportunity costs. You keep thinking, did I make a mistake? But when you make an irreversible decision, when you burn the boats and there is no going back, a magical thing happens. Your psychological immune system kicks in. Your brain literally rewires itself to make you love the choice you made. It rationalizes it. It finds the silver lining. You are happier when you are trapped in a choice than when you are free to leave it. And this leads to the final realization that changes everything. You are paralyzed because you are terrified of making the wrong choice. You think that there is one right path and one wrong path, and if you calculate hard enough, you will find the right one. But that is not how life works. The value of a choice is not determined when you make it. It is determined by what you do after you make it. There is no perfect partner. There is no perfect career. There is only the partner and the career that you choose to build. So stop trying to find the greener grass. The grass isn't greener on the other side. It is greener where you water it. Pick a path, burn the ships, and start watering.